Now, one of Sydney's only examples of brutalist architecture is opening to the public next month as part of Art Month 2017. The Sirius apartment block is at risk of demolition after the New South Wales government rejected a heritage listing recommendation.
Our reporter Mark Reddie went on a tour of what's considered the city's most iconic public housing estate.
So for the first time in almost 40 years, the Sirius building behind me will be open to members of the public as part of Art Month. And with me now is architect Tao Gofers. Tao, start by telling us why you're opening it to the public.
Well, as you realise, the now Liberal government is trying to destroy the building. We're in effect getting support for preserving this and the community and basically educating people to what social housing is all about.
And what's that?
Social housing is about inclusiveness, I guess, and I don't mean social housing for people that have got no jobs at all. I mean, I would really like this if we could make this housing for firemen, for nurses that live in the area, that work in the area. They are essential to the running of a city. They are essential. If you make those people move out to Campbelltown, you lose a third of their day. You lose a third of their salaries because they're basically underpaid. And especially now with houses being out of the reach of 90% of the people, except for the investors.
Talk us through a bit about the design and how you came up with this structure.
People have actually called them television tubes. What that is they're actually blocks that have got, in one sense, have got a kitchen and a living room, and the other sense they've got 2 bedrooms. When you actually link them together, you can get 1, 2, 3, and 4 bedroom units without actually changing the basic structure and basic construction. So it's actually relatively inexpensive. It was really an answer to a problem that the chairman of the Housing Commission saw, in that he wanted to mix family groups.
And tell us a bit about some of the designs we're seeing here in the common room. There's quite a unique structure on the wall there. Tell us about that.
Well, when I was in first year architecture, we went to Venice and we went into the caves. And of course, some of the cave art is absolutely magnificent. And so if you have entered that building, you in effect come through a small space and a larger space, which reminded me of caves, right? And so what we did is we designed some modern representation of cave art, right? Of course, because everybody kept asking what they were, I eventually came up with the term URO, which means unidentified running objects.
Now, originally this place housed 400 residents. Only a few are left, including a 90-year-old woman. Tell us about her.
Myra is absolutely magnificent. I mean, she's been the castle that holds us together. She's the one that's refused to give up.
People have taken their life when they've had to move from here. Some of them have died because of having to move, and that others are crying all the time. I'm a bit tougher than that. This is just another blimp in my life, been full of difficulties, you know.
And are you determined to continue to fight?
Oh, definitely. I'm a fighter.
So whether you love or loathe this building, it will be open to the public until the end of March as part of Art Month.